Hi guys, Daz here with a long overdue comic book haul. This is episode 47 and this, believe it or not, is the second time I'm filming this because I was just nearly through it and the door went and the postman came and he was delivering stuff forever. So yeah, I'm sure we've all had to redo videos at some point. It's quite infuriating, isn't it? But it is what it is. I've got a ton of books, 19. Some really good ones, including an awesome AOK from my good friend Lee Kendrick, who runs the local antique store. Basically, I went in there one day and he said, Daz, you've been a great supporter and friend. I really value that, and passed over 4 fantastic, and I mean fantastic, books for me. So I'll be showing them at the end. As well as the books, I shall be showing a ton of spec books that are coming out this Wednesday. And even maybe a book that's coming out later down the line. Something to be on the lookout for. Right, let's get into the books. It seems forever since I've made a haul video. Starting with a book I picked up last week from my LCS. And yeah, I was surprised to find it there still. This is Domino, issue number 9. And this is the first appearance of a new character called Atlas Bear. Atlas Bear. And Atlas Bear is going to be one of the lead characters in a new team-up comic that's coming out. The name eludes me. But it's another stunning cover. I believe, is it Ganghook Lee who's been doing these covers on Domino? Just beautiful. Of course, we've got the Stan Lee remembrance at the top, which is always nice. Now, the issue itself presents very nicely on the front cover. To me, it was a 9.6, 9.8, but on the back cover, it is got some creasing, and I'm not too happy about that. But what can you do? You can't take it back because they only have one issue in there, and I want, at the end of the day, I want the first appearance. It's not breaking the bank, but it is disappointing. First, Atlas Bear. You know, when it comes to that, I found the first. Several weeks later, I found the first appearance of the Batman Who Laughs. Is it Teen Titans 12? The regular cover on the shelves in my LCS. And got it home, and one in the interior pages is a slight tear. But again, I'm not going to take it back. They're just going to give me my money back. And even with the slight tear, it's probably a 30 quid book now. It is what it is. Okay, so I went to Bristol just this past Wednesday. Oh, sorry, past Wednesday. I went on Saturday. We were down in Bristol taking the boys to Jumptastic, the soft play, for a children's birthday party. My wife was good. I managed to sweet talk her. I went hunting in Bristol. Only found 4 books. Rather disappointing trip. First of these was the True Believers reprint. And I don't pick up a ton of True Believers reprints, but if it's a book I think I'm never going to really own, I'll grab it. And this is a character who's obviously very hot at the moment. This is the True Believers Conan the Barbarian. Obviously the first appearance of Conan, reprints the 1970s book. It's a book that's not really on my radar, but if I find one for the right price, I'll snag it. And I know Comic Vantage is in the market for one of these at the moment. Good luck with your hunt, my friend. Yeah, it is a very cool Bronze Age book. Conan the Barbarian. Next, went to my LCS, phoned my LCS in Cheltenham. They didn't have a copy of this, which I was quite surprised at. So I went to Forbidden Planet, couldn't see any in there. I also went to Excelsior while I was there, couldn't find any in there. But in Forbidden, there was one in the window. I managed to get the shop guy to grab it out the window. And I'm glad he did. It's getting a bit of heat, this book. This is Action Comics 1006. This is the first appearance of Leon. And a new antagonist with unknown motives. So it could be a big player in Action Comics going forward. I haven't read the book yet, as yet. Next, I was really happy to find this, even with an ugly spine tick. And I picked up the first issue I'd say 2-3 months ago. Really enjoyed it. One of the best reads I've had in some time. Independent book. As well as the issue 1, I've also picked up the issue 1 second print, which had a fantastic Tomb of Dracula homage. This is from Vault Comics. This is These Savage Shores issue 2. Tried to grab this when it first came out. This is a £10 book, guys. So I paid £3.20 for it. So even with the tick, in my opinion, it's worth it. It's a PC book anyway. Looking forward to reading that. Reminds me a lot of Interview with a Vampire. Very brutal. Up next, the fourth book I found was a second copy. Because the first copy arrived, and this was from Forbidden Planet Online. This is Ogre issue 3. That completes my little mini run of 3 issues. It's only a 3-issue run. This is from Source Point Press. The premise is fantastic. Basically, there's an ogre. He's in a dungeon. He's locked up, and he is locked up to a person, and the person is dead. The castle, wherever he's in, is under siege. One of the walls gets blown down. He escapes, carrying the corpse. But the good thing about it is the corpse has a ghost. So the 3 of those go on an adventure. As you can imagine, this can be pretty comedic at times. The interior art I'm not a big fan of, I've got to be honest. But as a story, it was great. Like I say, I have issue 1, 2 and 3. And like I said, whilst in Forbidden Planet in Bristol, I picked up a second copy. Because this has got a very low print run. Another nice copy. These Source Point Press books are usually very high grade too. And this is for Comic Vantage. I found him issue 1 recently, which I've sent off to him. So you're only after number 2 now, my friend. Great little mini series there, The Ogre. Okay, whilst last week in Cheltenham, I hit my usual charity shops. Not much joy at all. But this is purely spec for me because I picked up issue 1 a few weeks back for £1, which was a fantastic pickup. There is a film coming. Flashpoint is definitely happening, according to Ezra Miller still. So I picked up issue 2 for £1. And I picked up issue 4 for £1. So I'm only missing issues 3 and 5 now. Again, you put these 5 together, you've probably got close to £100 little mini run, in my opinion. Now, these aren't the highest grade, so these are basically PC books. But I read issue 1 and I thought it was absolutely fantastic. I actually did a little bit of a tape pull, as you can see there, and it really annoyed me. But it's only £1. I'm sure I will find these again at some point. Issue 1 is a £25 to £30 book all day long. I've seen these go as high as 15, so it is what it is. Looking forward to Flashpoint. Alternate, isn't it? It's like Thomas Wayne is Batman, things like that. Right, let's get into some hot comic book alerts. If you're a fan of my channel, you'll know I'll be firing out these quite regularly. And I've got quite a few to show you. This is a most recent one. This is a BPRD issue 1, The Dead, and this is very high grade. And I only paid £3.24 for this. And the reason I picked this up, there's an upcoming Hellboy film coming. It's a reboot in 2019, just a few months away. I'm staying away from the trailer, so I haven't seen that yet. But there is a character, and he first appears in this book. And this book has the first appearance of Ben Diamo. Ben Diamo. Now, I can't remember the name of the actor, but he's the Asian guy who appeared in Lost. You know, J.J. Abrams' Lost. I love that show, despite the dodgy ending. So, yeah, and Ben Diamo is basically, I think, is a Marine who dies and comes back. He's a bit like a zombie. Okay, Ben Diamo. Going to be in the upcoming Hellboy film. Read this one the other day. This was a pretty good read. This is a surprise hit for me as well. Marvel's Runaways. And season 2 is fast approaching. A while back, in one of my alerts, I showcased a character called Topher. He appears in volume 1 of Marvel's Runaways, issue 7. This is volume 2, I believe. Another character who's going to be appearing in Marvel's Runaways, season 2. Issue 7, this is the first appearance of Exavin. And now Exavin is a shapeshifter, by all accounts. Yeah, I think she takes on a female form in the upcoming series. I think originally a Skrull, but not. It's a different alien species. in Runaways. First appearance of Xavin appears in the last page in this book. Another hot comic book alert. DC streaming service has got Stargirl. The TV series is coming. I'm excited for this. And Stargirl made her live action debut in Legends of Tomorrow a couple of seasons ago, I believe. And I picked this up from 1987. Sorry, the Runaways book I only paid £1.99 for. That was a pretty good steal, I thought. Young All Stars issue 6 from 1987. This is the first appearance of Tigress. And she's going to be one of the villains in Stargirl, Tigress. And this is the Paula Brooks version of Tigress. And Paula Brooks was formerly known as the Huntress. Yeah. So look out for Tigress in Stargirl. This is a pure spec book. And this is a book that, for me, is very undervalued. I'm really excited to pick this up. And what did I pay for this? £2.30. It's only probably a 6.5, maybe a 7 on a good day. But it is a book that I think is going to blow up a little bit. We have the Doom Patrol teaser the other day. Very excited for Doom Patrol. It's going to be the second big thing after the Titans, isn't it? Talking of the Titans, that comes on January the 11th in the UK. Very excited to watch that. Well, like you say, a lot of the early Doom Patrol books are very valuable, very expensive to get hold of. Is it My Greatest Adventure? Issue 80? Something like that. I picked up Showcase 94, which is like the reincarnation of the second Doom Patrol team. Well, if you're talking modern books, you have Doom Patrol 26, I think, which is the first Mr. Nobody, is it? I think he's going to be the villain in the Doom Patrol series. But this is a book I believe is going to show a lot of characters going forward in the Doom Patrol, because this is a very underrated book. It's got 3 key first appearances for me in this. This is Doom Patrol issue 35 from 1990. I believe these characters are going to be appearing in the Doom Patrol TV series. First up, we have the first cameo appearance of Flex Mentallo, who is a well-known character in DC. I very early this year picked up the limited Flex Mentallo series, which has since been banned due to it was basically copying Mr. Atlas or something along those lines. I can't really remember, but yeah, first Flex Mentallo cameo in this. It's also got the first appearance of Danny the Street. Is there a more glorious character in DC Comics? A street that talks with road signs. I've read this book. My word, Doom Patrol is wacky, but quite enjoyable. And as well as that, we have the first appearance of the Men from Nowhere, an acronym-speaking absurdist purification corps team, I guess. So they're like villains, I guess, the Men from Nowhere. Very cool. Is it Grant Morrison that does this? Yeah, it is. Grant Morrison. Really cool covers as well, these Doom Patrols. Okay. When was it? Last Wednesday I got back from Cheltenham. Like I said, I got me AOK in town in Gloucester. But I also picked up this fantastic book for what I think is a steal of a price, because this is as minty as it gets too. Little did I know that I bought a copy of this from my daughter years ago. And she's only just let me know this. What's that all about? Why didn't you give me it? Now, it kind of rings a bell now, because she is a big Gerard Way fan from My Chemical Romance. Anyway, the character is currently in the massive Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse animated feature, which apparently has just won the Golden Globe for animation, beating out Incredibles 2. That's fantastic for us superhero geeks. Well, this is for £8 I paid. Edge of Spider-Verse issue 5. Love this cover. And this is the first appearance of SPDR, Penny Parker. Yeah, one of the many Spider-Man incarnations in the film. Really cool. My daughter was a big fan. She's like anime style, isn't she? It's also the first appearance of Old Man Spider, which is Ezekiel. And like I said, this is the debut of writer Gerard Way at Marvel. This is a regular Jake Wyatt cover. So for £8, this is a 15 to £25 book on eBay currently. First Penny Parker. I grabbed 2 books from my wife for Christmas. Very kind of her. As you guys know, they arrived late, so I couldn't show them in my Christmas haul, but really happy with both of these because they're quite high grade. As you guys know, my favourite superhero is Jessica Jones. Massive fan of the show. Going to be gutted when season 3 wraps it up because it's going to be cancelled, isn't it? But I've been picking up all the characters bit by bit. I've literally got them all now, other than Luke Cage and Purple Man. I intend to get those books this year. They are coming to my collection. I got the reprint of which is a Marvel Superheroes book of the first Purple Man. Makes me laugh. They defeated Purple Man by wrapping him in cling film or something like that in the end of the story. If only that was the case in the show. But yeah, this is a great book. This is Iron Fist issue 6. It's a nice sense copy. This is the first appearance of Jaren Hogarth. Now, Jeri Hogarth obviously appears in the Jessica Jones, and she's also appeared in Daredevil, Iron Fist, and the Defenders TV shows. Now, Jeri Hogarth in the show is female, and she's a lawyer. In this issue, Jaren Hogarth is male, with a tash. So it is total gender swap. But all the same, I've got the first now, Jeri Hogarth. I think this book was about £14 because I went for a higher graded copy. Yeah, another Jessica Jones character ticked off. Now, again, this is a purely spec book. As we know, Titans is huge at the moment. Huge, the TV show. So I was thinking and racking me brains, what characters do I think could turn up in this show? Now, this is a character that is currently in the DC animated Supergirls show. So you're on a winner anyway, because it's appearing in one way or another. But it's a character, it's a nice Bronze Age book. I think, like I say, the wife grabbed this. I think it was 16 that we agreed the fee for, £16. This is Teen Titans issue 45. So why did I grab this book? This is the first appearance of Karen Beecher. Karen Beecher. Who's Karen Beecher? Well, Karen Beecher goes on to become Bumblebee. Bumblebee. Yeah, in issue 48. Now, going forward, they could do with a little shrinking character, I thought. And like I say, Bumblebee first appears in a Teen Titans comic. Titans. Yeah. So I think Bumblebee could make an appearance in the Titans. If not, I've got a cool first Bronze Age appearance anyway. Karen Beecher, first Bumblebee. Teen Titans issue 45. Nice high grade. Now, finishing up with the 4 books from my AOK. 3 for myself, and Lee kindly sent one my way for my son, Uncanny Ethan, because he knows he's a big X-Men fan. When I showed this book to Ethan, he was bouncing. He had the cameo, well, see, it's still up in the air. He had the cameo appearance of this character. This is the first full appearance, I would guess. This is for free. Uncanny X-Men 266. Yeah, a second copy for the family. I've got a copy already. And mine's a little bit miscut at the top, so this is maybe an upgrade. This is now Ethan's copy. Uncanny X-Men, issue 266. Can you believe it? It's a £50 to £100 book, this. It's got a little bit of creasing down in one of the corners, but wow. For free, really? Love it. Thank you so much, Lee. First, Gambit. 3 books for myself now. We're talking Silver Age. Now the first, don't get me wrong, is very low grade. And I mean low grade. But at the end of the day, it's got a detached cover even. But it presents nicely. This is Journey into Mystery for free. Issue 107, a 9p price point. Journey into Mystery, issue 107, the first appearance of and origin of the Grey Gargoyle. The Grey Gargoyle, Paul Pierre Duval. Now, who knows? We're getting a low-key show going forward, aren't we? Grey Gargoyle could well appear in that. It's also the first appearance of Carnilla, the Queen of Nornheim. So, like I say, even if it was a 0.5, this book is worth double figures. So, thanks Lee for that. Journey into Mystery. I do love that series. Talking of Journey into Mystery, we got another one. And this is higher grade. Don't get me wrong, it's not fantastic grade. But, wow, this is still, I mean, I've graded this. I am the harshest grader. This could be a 3, this could be a 4. I've graded it at a 2. And going on what I've seen on eBay, this is still a £70 book. This is Journey into Mystery, issue 93, 9p price point again. The first appearance of Radioactive Man. It's on his staples, as Daz says, presents very nicely. Now, there's a little bit, if you can see, some kind of tape pull on the face, but besides that, guys, look at that. Look at that, old school, 1964, I believe. Wow, it's a very nice spine. Look at that, guys. First Radioactive Man. Love it. Really, really love it. Thank you so much. Now, the final book just blew my mind. The final book is on Comic Book Realm is approaching 2,000. 2,000 bucks. Wow. It is a nice copy. When I say a nice copy, I'm talking mid-grade. Could well be a 5, 5.5. It is my earliest Fantastic Four book. This is, wow, a beautiful cover, very clean. Issue 26 of Fantastic Four. Look at that, guys. Look at that. For free? Really? Now, I've graded this at a 4, which I make it valued at about £210. There are copies online of this book for sale. I saw one at 260 that is so much rattier than this. This is the first time the Thing mentions his Aunt Petunia, and this is a classic battle of the Avengers and Fantastic Four versus the Hulk. Such a sweet looking book. So to be gifted this, and the cover, the back cover is very sweet too. Now there's a bit of inside the front cover on at the top. There's a bit of darkening, but wow, what a book for free! Thank you very much, my friend. So guys, that is my haul of 19 books. Look at these cool figures. £2.99 you bought these for. You've got to see the Aquaman film. Wow. It could apparently get close to Infinity War in the box office, and rightly so. Aquaman is fantastic. Possibly my second favourite after Infinity War. So, let's show you some spec books to finish up with. Because there are some nice books coming out this week. We're going to start with, on Wednesday, this one, Miles Morales, issue 2. Look out for this one, guys. This is the first appearance of a new villain, apparently, appearing in Miles Morales, issue 2. Up next, what else have I got for you? I have Harlequin issue 57. This is the Tedesco variant cover. Now apparently there's a new character appearing in this. Replaced Frank Cho. What an upgrade in my opinion. Don't like Frank Cho's work. That is a stunning looking cover. I'm trying to stay away from cover purchases. Up next, I say staying away from cover purchases. This is the one exception. This is my man. This is Middleton. He's moved on to Martian Manhunter. Love this second issue. Martian Manhunter issue 2 coming out this Wednesday. Look at that, guys. Wow, that's zany. A human mouth. I'm sure all will be explained. Up next, we have a new team appearing in Young Justice. Now, they're saying that the new characters, the first Ginny Hex, does not appear in this book. I've got the first Ginny Hex, appeared in like a Walmart book. It also says first Teen Lantern, not Green Lantern, Teen Lantern. Teen Lantern. Teen Lantern does not appear in this book. I think she appears in the Legions of Superhero book. But this is the first new team in the Young Justice issue 1 coming out Wednesday. Up next, a book. This is going to be a surprise. I got a feeling this could be optioned. I've got the first 2 issues. This is issue 3 that completes the little mini run from Alterna Comics, Blood Realm 3. I think this is going to be a big book this week. It's only got like a $1.50 price point as well, which is great. Moving on. We have there is a Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man coming out this Wednesday. I probably won't get this. As much as I like Art Germ's work, not for me. I've got to limit it. This is his upcoming Spidey. Okay. The 2 big books of the week for me, guys. Get out there and try and hunt these down. Rags 3. Antarctic Press. I've got the first 2 issues. It shows no signs of slowing down that series. Now, don't get me wrong, I think future issues are going to start to come down. But Rags 3 is still hot at the moment. 2 copies. I think there's an exposed variant to be on the lookout for. Not sure whether I can just show you a picture of Rags. Yeah, here's Rags 3. Very cool. Love the cover. The book is a surprisingly good read as well. Surprisingly good. Okay. And one for the future. Art Germ's replaced my man Middleton. Again, Art Germ's work is great, but it's got something about a sameness about it. They're mass produced. You're never going to get any spec out of it, but they are great for the PC. This is Batgirl 31. I think this comes on the 30th of January, guys. Okay? That's Art Germ's Batgirl issue 31. So that's it, guys. As I approach the new year, I've changed my collecting style. I have just picked up a Grail book. It's being shipped as we speak for a fantastic price. It's low grade, but for me, I'm over the moon. I've got 9 Grails I want to hunt down this year, if possible. 9. I'm 1 down. I'm not going to be collecting so many new books. I'm going after silver and bronze big keys. I want the big boys, guys. Really enjoy my collecting. As we speak, I'm at 550 subscribers, which is absolutely fantastic. As we approach 600, I'm going to do a 500 to 600 competition where I'm going to be giving away some great books. Stay with me, guys. There's going to be lots of alerts coming and a top 10 very, very soon. Stay close. Stay with Dazzie. You won't be disappointed. Bye for now.